Why does bad news feel so much louder than good news? And why are we so quick to believe negativity, especially when it comes to money? In Chapter 17 of The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel breaks down the seductive power of pessimism, and trust me, it's eye-opening. This chapter explores why people are drawn to doom-and-gloom predictions, even when optimism has a better track record over time. You'll learn how fear can cloud your judgment, leading to missed opportunities and poor financial decisions. Housel explains why pessimism often sounds smarter than optimism and how media, history, and our natural biases fuel this cycle. But here's the kicker. Understanding the truth about pessimism can give you a huge edge in how you handle money and life. So, are you letting fear shape your decisions? Stick around to uncover the surprising truths behind this mindset and how to break free from it. Welcome to Book Summary, where you can unlock the power of books in minutes, not months. Get the key insights, chapter by chapter, and start learning smarter, not harder. Let's begin. Why do we find it so easy to believe in doom and gloom? That's the central question Morgan Housel tackles in Chapter 17 of The Psychology of Money. Pessimism, as Housel explains, has a unique pull on the human psyche. It feels urgent, serious, and credible in a way optimism often doesn't. This chapter explores how our natural bias toward negativity impacts financial decisions, societal views, and even our long-term outlook on life. Housel argues that pessimism grabs our attention because it speaks to our survival instincts. Evolution has wired humans to prioritize threats over opportunities. This makes us more receptive to warnings of impending crises and less willing to embrace optimistic projections. For instance, when a stock market crash looms, headlines predicting financial catastrophe tend to dominate the media, even though markets historically recover over time. The short-term pain of losses weighs far more heavily on us than the long-term rewards of staying invested. Take the example of investor Howard Marks. Housel shares Marx's insight that pessimism sounds intelligent because it feels like it's rooted in caution and realism. Optimism, on the other hand, often comes across as naive or overly hopeful, even though it has historically been the driver of progress and growth. Over centuries, economies and societies have advanced through innovation, resilience, and determination. Yet we often give undue weight to the voices warning of decline. This chapter also dives into how the media capitalizes on our bias toward negativity. Bad news sells. A headline predicting economic collapse or environmental disaster is far more likely to go viral than one showcasing steady, gradual improvements. But Housel reminds us that while pessimistic predictions may get attention, they often ignore the resilience and adaptability of people. The 2008 financial crisis, for example, was devastating, but the global economy rebounded because people, businesses, and systems adapted. Housel also points out that optimism, particularly in finance, isn't about believing that everything will go perfectly. It's about understanding that despite setbacks, progress is the default trajectory. Think about technological advancements. For every setback, like the dot-com bubble bursting in the early 2000s, there's a surge of innovation afterward, like the rise of social media, e-commerce, and cloud computing. One of the most critical takeaways from this chapter is learning to balance realism and optimism. Pessimism often leads to inaction, fear-based decisions, or missed opportunities. If you let fear of a market crash stop you from investing, you miss out on compounding growth. If you always assume the worst, you'll never take the risks needed to achieve financial freedom or personal fulfillment. Housel challenges readers to recognize when pessimism is creeping into their thinking. He urges us to ask, is this fear based on reality, or is it magnified by my biases and the media? Acknowledge risks, but don't let them paralyze you. Real financial success lies in the ability to manage emotions, weigh risks thoughtfully, and take action despite uncertainty. In conclusion, Chapter 17 serves as a powerful reminder that while pessimism feels urgent and compelling, optimism is what drives success and progress. It's not about ignoring risks, but about understanding that setbacks are temporary and opportunities are abundant. By shifting your mindset, you can break free from the seduction of pessimism and make better, more confident financial and life decisions. Thanks for sticking around and exploring the fascinating pull of pessimism with me. I hope this chapter gave you a fresh perspective on how our biases can shape decisions. But the journey's not over yet. In the next chapter, When You'll Believe Anything, we dive even deeper into the psychology of how stories, not facts, often drive our financial behavior. It's an eye-opener you don't want to miss. So, hit that next video and join me as we continue uncovering the incredible insights from the psychology of money. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep the wisdom flowing. See you there.